Hey everybody, 47 Mark IV here with a quick video on what I did to my Pyramid Reborn world to try to make it run a little better in single player. So I have just generated a fresh map, and if you played this, it's very difficult to play this on single player. Like, you could just see the world skipped right then. I could see the sky move. And I got a bunch of questions from my episode 1 about, hey, what did you do? And you'll be seeing performance improvements throughout the series. So the very first thing that I did was to try to figure out how bad the problem was. So I've installed a mod called Tick Profiler, and I'll throw a link to that mod down below. You just go into your instance, you take the jar file, you drop it in your mods folder, and start the pack. Now, to run the command, I am going to have to go into Creative. I've got to have some rights. So I'm going to open to LAN, allow cheats, and start a LAN world. That'll let me come up here, and now I can run some commands. And the command that I want is TPS, ticks per second. And so this is telling me right now I'm getting 2.29 ticks per second. And you're really supposed to get 20. And I'm actually running a decent computer. I mean, I'm recording at the same time, but this computer's, it's pretty good. So, what I was doing was I was running profiles on this, / profile entities 10 seconds, and I was trying to figure out, where the problems were. And lo and behold, it's inside of these things. There's a lot of open computers going on, and it is lagging. Right? So looking at the report here, these are really hard numbers, and you can see case. Well, that's a computer case. So, I decided to take an extreme measure, and I decided to void the island. And I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead, let's cheat in some items here. I'm going to grab a builder, let's see, right here, and a void card, that right there, and we'll grab ourselves a creative power supply. That will work. And also make it day here a little bit more. All right, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to set down my builder. I'll set down my creative power supply. I'm going to shift click the builder. And, I'm just going to set the bottom corner for right now. So let's see. Let's just come down here and we're going to get rid of this island. Yeah, I think that's far enough down. All right, so I'm going to click that one. I'm going to go up and over to the opposite corner. Right over here. And I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to go up. And, let's just get all of it here, right? I'm just going to build out here a little bit. And we'll come up. Yeah, that should be about it. Right there. And do that. And let's go ahead and go stick this card inside of the builder and let it run. So right here, turn off the redstone control and go ahead. So it's going to void everything that's over here. Now, word of caution. This is certainly not supported by FTB, right? This isn't their preferred method. This pack is supposed to be run on a server. This is just what I did to try to get it to run in single player and run well enough to record. So I'm going to go ahead and void 3 islands right now. I'm going to get rid of the yellow, the red, and the blue because, I'm on Team Green. All right, so a little time has passed, and it has eaten all 3 of the islands. So the things that are left over here are the creative items. I don't think the builder can break those. And for some reason, that piston. So I came in here, and I just broke all of the stuff, right? Just get rid of any remnants. This still has power and might be doing a thing, just like this. So I went through, I broke all of the computer cases, just like that. And if you notice all the items floating above me, well, that's because there were barrier blocks. And so you can come up here, you can mouse click on the barrier blocks and get yourself one. And you can break all the barrier blocks if you want, just like this. They'll despawn in just a second after you break them, right? I mean, all of this stuff is going to despawn. So that was kind of the plan, right? Is go through all of these things and just try to get rid of as much of the open computer stuff as I possibly can. Get rid of these command blocks. try to reduce load, I guess. All right, so right there. And so I'm going to do this for all 3 islands. So let's head over here to Team Green. And, it already feels better, right? It's not perfect, but it's better. The sun's not skipping as much. It's going down kind of smooth. Let's check our ticks per second. And there I go, 20 TPS. Now, as things get a little rougher, you might have to take even more extreme measures. And again, I don't know if any of this is going to cause long-term damage. This is what I'm doing. So I came into some of these islands, the ones that are not actively being used. Right, so let's take this one. I'm not actively working with these quests. So there's really no reason for this to be on, except for it's actively monitoring for this quest. So I just click on the computer cases, and I've gone ahead and just turned them all off. Just like this, just like that. And that's it. So when I'm not working on a certain quest, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the computer that, controls the screen and controls that quest. I don't think there's any reason to run it. Now, again, don't know what kind of damage that's going to cause. I might end up crashing the pack. This is total buyer's beware. But the other things that I tried that didn't work, I did try Optifine, and I know that's never supported. And honestly, I felt like it ran worse. I did try to do all the stuff with video settings that I possibly could do. Turned everything down, still wasn't enough. For me, on my desktop computer in my single-player world, this is what I had to do to get the pack to run, and run decently smooth. Really what we're looking for is that 20 ticks per second all the time. So I figured I'd put it out there, at least show you what I did. Maybe that's helpful for you, maybe it's not, but it at least explains what's going on. So, I'm 47 Mark IV, and, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was at least helpful or a good explanation for you. If you enjoyed it, hey, drop me a like or a comment. I always love to hear from you guys. And then I will see you in another video.